Please raise your right hand to be sworn. It's my understanding you're going to be pleading guilty to the violation. You swear or affirm that the testimony you were about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. Ma'am, is it true you failed to test on August 29th, August 21st, and August 18th?
Yes, ma'am. But when I first got into community corrections, I told them that I wasn't out, that I hadn't had no money, that I had to spend it. I spent it before the day before I went to jail, and I didn't have the money at the moment. And then I just don't have the money. I'm on a fixed income. But now I'm starting from scratch. So I'll be able to do something. Do I got bond, whatever I need to do.
I find that there's a knowing and willing admission to the bond violation. Are you satisfied, Ms. McDuffie?
Yes, Your Honor.
Likewise, Your Honor. I would like to correct my previous statement. I do not know that she tested yesterday. I was thinking of a different client when I said that.
Ms. Johnson, are you able to check to tell me whether she has tested at all yet?
I haven't had the money.
Ms. McDuffie, as to the bond violation, please.
So, Your Honor, alcohol is a concern with both of these cases, and I understand that obviously money is an issue. I believe that whether it's Scram or SoberLink, that it's not an upfront cost, and I understand that doesn't mean the money is not accruing and doesn't exist. But if that might help in the interim, at least for some period of time, so that we can get some more information, maybe a SoberLink would be a solution for the meantime, because there is definitely alcohol concern. Allegations in both cases, one of them is drunk disorderly itself on the face, and the officers noted that she appeared to be pretty intoxicated when they got there.
Saliba?
We do not object to a SoberLink, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're placed on a SoberLink tether. I mean, a SoberLink device.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to community corrections and pick that up today by 5.
Okay.
If you don't go today, then a bench warrant will issue for you.
Okay.
Your Honor, she needs to be there by 4. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. You need to be there by 4 p.m. And that's not 4:09. That's not 3:59. You probably should. Let's just have you be there by 3:45.
Okay, I will.
As to the pretrial,
Your Honor, with regard to pretrial, I did discuss this matter with Ms. Wilson briefly today. I believe we're going to need some additional time to discuss how to proceed, and there are some additional details I'd like to go over with Ms. Wilson that I do not believe we have sufficient time to during the court day, and therefore would be asking for an adjournment for that purpose.
Ms. McDuffie, any objection?
Okay.
October 12th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Okay, so I just go in there and just tell them I'm coming for the tether, the thing.
The
Same thing?
SoberLink?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
We'll see you back here on October 12th at 9 a.m.
Okay. Okay. I'll be there before 3:30. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. State of Michigan. Mr. Alexander Hunt, please unmute and state your name.
Alexander Hunt.
Good morning, Mr. Hunt. You're here today because of payment agreement that you were supposed to be making. And you are not currently making any payments. Is that correct? Your last payment was in January 2023?
I'm not sure if that's my last payment I did, but I planned on paying $50 after court today. I planned on paying it right before court, but I left my card at my parents' house. I thought I had it in my wallet, so it was a mistake on my behalf. I'm in the process. I just got a vehicle. I got it insured, so I'm driving legally. I have till my birthday to get out my parents' house, so I've been focusing on saving up money so I can get a place of my own as well. So I've been trying to balance that out.
Well, you need to make the payment today, sir. What I'm gonna do is put this over for 45 days to see if you began to make payments again. I'll put this over to actually November 2nd. Are we here? I guess it's we're always here. November 2nd. Wait a second. 1 second. I'm just gonna give you to November 9th, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At 10 a.m. You should be making payments when you bring you back here again, okay?
Thank you.
I think if you haven't been discharged on this case, it appears the only thing left is for your payments to be completed. Your probation expired and you are discharged on this particular case. With the exception of your payments, you still have to make those.
If I'm not correct, I owe a balance of $3,726.
$2,781.71.
You said 2,781.
Yes, and 71 cents.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll see you on November 2nd. The court will call the case of the state of Michigan versus Brenda Sandlin, case numbers 23-00422, 19-00714.
Rachel McDuffie for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Davie Lebo for Ms. Sandlin. Ms. Sandlin, could you please state your name?
Brenda Sandlin,
Thank you. Good morning.
morning.
Your Honor, if we could pass this matter, I believe I did send an email to Ms. McDuffie yesterday asking if there be any offers in this matter, which I've not received a reply to yet.
Mr. Lebo, you received a reply to that email yesterday, right after you sent it to me.
Let me see if I can find that. Yes, Your Honor, we'll be asking for an adjournment as Ms. McDuffie indicated to me that she needs some time to consider any offers in this matter.
Thank
No
you.
objection to the adjournment. I do want to address bond, Your Honor.
You may begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Ms. Sandlin was recently arraigned. These are two cases with the exact same offense date. Somehow this the previous case just kind of languished in warrant status until she was picked up on the exact same charge, which is the OWI with the occupant under 16 years later, most recently this year. So Ms. Sandlin, there's a combination of alcoholic drugs and drugs that issued. In the first case, there's an alcohol test result. In the second case, she admitted to alcohol, but it did not show up on the testing. But I have a positive ETG for her from yesterday, from community corrections.
Yes, it does show on September positive alcohol. Miss Sandlin, I need to arraign you in violation of your bond. Ma'am, you were ordered to drug and alcohol test and not have any alcohol. It appears that yesterday on September the 6th, 2023, you took an ETG test and you were positive, as well as a PBT test, and you were positive for alcohol for both. That is a violation of your bond conditions. If it is found that you are in violation, or if you admit to being in violation, you could be subjected to the have your bond revoked. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I understand that, but I haven't been drinking. All I've been doing is taking my medicine. I ain't drank.
And she tested today.
Yesterday.
She needs to test today. again.
Your
So,
Honor,
yes, Ms. McDuffie.
oh, I would appreciate that, Your Honor. I was just going to mention that I watched Miss Sandlin at her arraignment, and she did appear, and I don't know if the tendency of her slur of speech and the way she presents now is just her, but she did present that exact same way when she was arraigned. So I do appreciate the court's request for another testimony.
Now, we have no objection to an additional test form, Ms. Sandlin. I would note that my understanding is that her speech is affected by the medication she is taking for some medical conditions.
Thank you. As to the bond violation, Mr. Bo.
My understanding that Ms. Sandlin does deny consuming alcohol, so she'll be pleading not guilty to that violation.
Bond hearing will be scheduled for September the 14th, 2023 at 11 a.m. in person.
And since that result was just from yesterday, is there still the opportunity to get that confirmed?
It's my understanding that there is an opportunity to do that. If you're asking that she do that, then what's going to happen is this court date can't be next week. It would need to be after the information is received.
We would request it as well, Your Honor.
All right, she needs to go and pay the $30 for the confirmation test. Any other requests with respect to the bond, Ms. McDuffie?
Your Honor, it appears that she is on ETG testing. I'm not sure exactly if the ETG was just a random test or if it's standard PBT. I would prefer that all of her tests are in the ETG format and not PBT. If that's something that can be ordered. And I just wanted to be clear that she is being asked to report today for a test, as well as I guess she's being informed that if we want to get the confirmation, she needs to do that pretty much today as well. I don't know what the time period is for the limit for requesting that confirmation.
I think it's like 36 hours or something. So yes, she should do that today. As far as Mr. Bowen, say regarding the bond request for ETG, which I think it's already ordered in both cases. And I'm gonna ask for ETG and a PBT today because our ETG test will show the same results from yesterday. We need to know whether she has a PBT test positive today. She is on intermediate testing, whatever that means.
You test once a week. What? Tell them you test once a week. I test once a week.
I'm gonna have her do a PBT test today. I don't think the ETG is gonna give us much insight on today's date. Ma'am, are you local at this moment?
Say yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have you go test within the next 2 hours, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna continue the ETG testing 1 time per week.
And keep dropping.
Are there any other substances involved or only alcohol. I think you did mention that there were other substances.
Yes, Your Honor, and there was THC. I know THC was detected in the first case as well. Ms. Sandlin, as her counsel mentioned, is on a number of medications for some other issues. So the substances in her second one, I would have to refer to the complaint for exactly what those are. But essentially, with respect to the charge, they would be things that are known to exacerbate or cause drowsiness, especially when combined with anything else. So I think THC is in both.
I see. All right, it looks like the next available date after, if we're sending this for confirmation, is really not until October 12th for the hearing. Ma'am, if you have another positive alcohol test, the ETG test, then I'm gonna have you picked up. Do you understand that?
Yep. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
October 12th, 2024 at 11 a.m. in person for the hearing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Damn, rehydrate fast. I go drop on me.
All right, this is the People versus Jacqueline Inch.
Chelsea Hammer on behalf of probation.
For your Jeffrey Phantom on behalf of Ms. Inch, today's time and date set for a violation of hearing, having gone over Ms. Inch's rights with her. She understands those. She prepared to waive her rights and plead guilty to the probation violation.
All right, Jackie, did you go over this 2-page advice rights form with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign and date the second page?
Yes.
You understand if you enter plead guilty, you're going to be waiving the hearing rights in this form. There will be no hearing of any kind.
Yes.
All right, and you understand, Mr. Fanto's here to represent you on this today because there was a recommendation for jail.
Yeah.
So knowing all of that, to the allegation that you failed to appear for drug testing on September 4th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the allegation that you were 20 minutes late to status hearing, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'm going to accept the pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. Oh, Jackie. It's not good. It's just the testing. I cannot have you missing testing. Even if I don't think you're using, if you're not testing, we don't know what you're doing. That's like part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's keeping you accountable. And you missed testing now twice in a few weeks.
Within 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, not good. Was the meeting part of the last sanction?
Yes, the last sanction was the 1 day of court watching, which is scheduled for 9/11, and then the meeting with her support team.
All right, so you know we're having this meeting, right?
Yes.
You understand what it is?
Yes. I didn't know I was part of it.
Oh, you're part of it. Well, we have meetings about you behind your back all the time, Jack.
Well, I thought that would just be another one of those.
No, this is a meeting we want you to be present for. It's about you.
Okay.
Right? And it's coming up with solutions that are going to help you. And sometimes your input matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to still have that. You've already got the one sanction. Jackie, if you cannot miss the testing, because I'm going to have to give you jail.
Yes.
And I know that's triggering for you. I know it's upsetting for you. Nobody likes jail. But I can't, at some point, that's where you're at. Like, we're trying community service, we're trying court watching, but that's the next step. That's the only thing I have left in my bag,
Yeah.
right? That we haven't tried.
Yeah.
So that's what's next. So you're going to do a day at the garden. What's your work schedule? What are you doing right now?
I'm usually off on Tuesdays and I work at 5 on Wednesdays.
Okay, what about the rest of the week? Do you work weekends?
I work all weekends.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm off Thursday, but most of the time I work 6 days a week. But again, Wednesday's only 3 hours.
Okay.
We have the garden on Tuesday, Judge, if she's.
Yeah, the gardens. I know, yeah, the garden's on Tuesday. I just didn't know if I was gonna give her gardening with the judge, so.
I'm off on, well, Saturdays I don't get there till 4.
Okay. Because gardening with the judge is September 23rd.
Yeah, because I was able to do it last time on Saturday, because I don't work till 4, so I was able to fit it all in.
No, the 23rd is the garden, the 22nd is when I come back.
Okay.
I come back that
23rd is
night,
the
so, all right. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I think that's good for you. Lots of people show up for it. It's a good thing for you to do. And then you're gonna do 2 days of court watching. You already got September 11th, so,
13th and the 18th.
yeah, the 13th I won't be here. It'll be Judge Salomone.
Well, that won't be nearly as enlightening, Judge. It'll be more entertaining.
Aw.
Are you on Zoom?
It might, sure, just, oh, that's Mr. Kaczynski. Oh, Mr. Kaczynski. All right. All right, so you're gonna do 9/13 and 9/18, and you're already here on 9/11.
Yes.
So you got 2 Mondays and a Wednesday. Okay, for court watching. Mondays, you're normally here for about a half a day. Get done by maybe 1:30 or so.
Okay,
Wednesday, you're gonna be here till 3.
that's fine.
What time's work start? 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Monday, it's fine. I got it.
You can make Monday, well, you have to. 'Cause
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay, and Jackie, here's your grand test. I take the bench at 8:30 sharp. So you gotta beat me out here, okay? You need to be in the building by 8:25, and you gotta be ready to go. And we'll let you sit in a chair since you're here all day.
God, those pews hurt me so bad.
Yeah, we'll let you sit in a chair, or you can sit in the jury box or something. You don't have to sit on those chairs, the bench all
Thank
day.
you.
All right, and that's part of the punishment, but we'll skip it this
I asked him if
time.
I could bring something to sit on.
You can, but we'll just, is there anything else?
Nothing further.
And Jackie, that meeting is probably gonna be sometime next week. I'm gonna let you know that now. Kelsey's here all alone and she's trying to coordinate that and run an entire department on her own right now. But hopefully we're gonna try and get that set up for next week. If we could do it Monday after my docket, that'd be fantastic.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's possible.
Monday, the 11th.
Yeah, if we could do it Monday, the 11th, or if we could do it, I'm gone on Wednesday, so that's not gonna help her. But I'm only gone Wednesday. I'll be back Thursday and Friday. So we just gotta figure something out that works.
Okay, I'll reach out to Sarah and then we'll draft these here. And since I'm not working with her, I just want to confirm with her who her therapist is.
Emily.
Emily, okay. So I'll reach out to Emily and Sarah.
Okay.
For the meeting.
Okay, good. All right, well said.
About that.
Thank you. We're supposed to be here for sentencing today, but Mr. Duff failed to keep an appointment with the probation department.
I believe it was an appointment for a substance use assessment, Your Honor.
That is
Hey,
correct.
Can I say something, please? I was told to get a hold of probation for a pre-sentence, and I did, and they told me they would send me a packet to fill out, and they never did. I tried to call my attorney, but I couldn't get a hold of him either, so it was like nobody wants to listen to what I have to say here. I don't know what to do. I would have gladly took care of what I'm trying to take care of everything I can. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, was the pre-sentence?
Sir, on July the 26th. No, that's not it.
I called probation. They told me they would send me a packet to fill
Sir,
out.
I heard you when you said that the first time.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. No, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna pass this to see if the email was sent to you, Mr. Duff. We keep copies when we send those emails. If the email was sent to you, then I'll address that when I get back.
I'm not sure what that meant. I'm sorry.
You're sure what I just said, which was I'm gonna address it when I get back, when I see if there's an email.
Okay, okay, I
Just in
guess.
case it saves us some time while it's being passed, Mr. Duff also has a new violation report from his testing. So I don't know if we need to discuss that as well.
Have you spoken to Mr. Duff about his violation report, Mr. Love?
I have not, Your Honor.
All right. Well, that,
He hasn't spoken to me at all.
Mr. Duff also needs to, I'm sorry, it's what?
I'm sorry. These flies, I got mosquitoes buzzing all around my neck. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to the court, ma'am.
I'm gonna pass this so that you can talk to him, Mr. LeBeau. Your client is probably gonna need to come in person next time because, this is not working as he just said.
I didn't say that. Okay. All right.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I did search through my email. It looks like I don't personally have an email that was sent directly to the defendant, but I have the referral that was sent to the assessor and to a PD list server.
Then I never received.
Sir, please stop talking.
Okay. I'm sorry, ma'am.
If he did not receive it, then he can't fill it out still. So that's what my concern is, whether or not he actually received it. So
I can check with our coordinator to see if there's a packet with that information in it.
all right, thank you. Mr. LeBeau, we're gonna put you in the room so you can talk to him about his violation in the interim time period.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I did just check my email and I do not have a assessment sent to Mr. Duff.
Bullshit. Can't take this.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I think you want to be held in
I
contempt.
don't know why everybody has a problem with me, man. I don't understand this.
Well, when you say this is bullshit on the record.
I didn't say this. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not saying another word.
Well, maybe you should have heeded that advice before you said those words.
Yeah, okay. You obviously have an attitude with me personally for some reason. I don't know what
Mr.
it is.
Duff, you should stop talking.
The courtroom, his next appearance will be in person.
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Right. Not that my packet didn't come, but everything I'm saying is true. Good. So that's the next.